Hey guys, DC Network here, coming at you with another video. So something that I've seen discussed online over the past few years, that I've even had these discussions with my friends as well, is why does it seem like the media landscape isn't as good as it used to be? It just seems like we're not getting the quality shows, the quality movies that we used to get in yesteryear. It seems like we're getting less and less content, less and less new ideas in favor of more and more reboots and revivals of older properties. And it just seems like the industry has kind of halted, where it used to be this industry where new ideas and fresh innovation would always drive the industry forward. And it seems like the industry has really become stagnant and we're not getting fresh ideas anymore. We're not even getting that many shows greenlit compared to what we used to get. It's just very strange, like I've talked about recently. Look at Cartoon Network as just an example of this. We used to get 2, 3, 4, 5 maybe shows a year, brand new series premiering on the channel, both acquired and both shows that were being produced in-house by Warner Brothers Animation or Cartoon Network Studios, and now we're lucky to get one show a year. So why is this the case? Why does the media landscape seem to just not be as good as it used to be? And to answer this question, I think there's multiple layers to this. First and foremost, let's discuss the reboots and revivals versus the new fresh ideas that we used to get from these studios back in the day. And I feel like the main reason why we see more reboots and revivals nowadays as opposed to new ideas happening and new shows that we've never seen before happening is because these companies are all risk averse. All of these studios, all of these production companies, they are not willing to take risks anymore like they used to be. And now why is that the case? Well, it's for a multitude of reasons. Number one, everything's becoming much more expensive to make, whether it be on the animation side or on the live action side. Budgets are higher now than they've ever been before. And unfortunately, because of this, when something fails, when an idea doesn't take off, these companies lose more money, which makes them less likely and less willing to take a chance on a new idea that they're not so sure is going to be a hit or not. The reason for this as well is because the media landscape in general as a whole has just drastically changed. The way people view content has changed. It's no longer, hey, I'm bored, I'm flipping through a cable channel to see what's on the air. It's, hey, I'm bored, I'm gonna go play a video game, I'm gonna go on Discord with my friends, I'm gonna scroll through TikTok, Instagram, or whatever social media platform you use. Hey, I'm gonna go watch something on streaming. The way we've consumed media has changed. Unfortunately, for better or for worse, that's kind of caused these companies to be more risk averse, because if a show or a movie or whatever the case may be isn't this big grandiose idea, isn't this familiar property, chances are you probably won't hear about it as quickly as you used to, just because there's so many other ways for you to consume media as opposed to watching this new series on Cartoon Network or going to the theaters to watch a brand new movie IP that you've never heard of. That's why we're seeing so many movies based on prior franchises. That's why we're starting to see movies based on IPs that haven't had movies in the past. Like, for example, in the video game industry, we've seen the Sonic movie come out and be rather successful, getting 2 films and a 3rd one coming. We've seen the Super Mario Bros. Movie at this moment in time at the recording of this video. It is the highest grossing movie of the year 2023, and this has been a great year for movies. So needless to say, what seems to get people to come to the movies, what seems to get people to watch these shows and movies is brand recognition. And the other factor that I think plays a huge role in this, and the role of the media industry not being as good as it used to be from a quality perspective, is that these companies are struggling financially. Like, who are the 2 biggest media giants in this space? And it's Disney and it's Warner Brothers. Disney and Warner Brothers have always been 2 of the biggest production companies in the world. And if we look at both of them today, what issues are they both having? They're both having financial issues. We look at Warner Brothers Discovery. At the time at which the merger happened last year, they were $55 billion in debt. I'm sure the situation has gotten a little bit better since then, but they're still not in great financial standing, which then feeds into them trying to be risk averse because they don't want to have something miss when they're already in debt. They don't want to, further that debt and make it larger than it already is. Then we look at a company like Disney, and what are they talking about right now? They fired their CEO, Bob Chapek, in favor of bringing back Bob Iger to try to right the ship, so to speak. They're not doing well financially as well. We've seen them again raise the price of their streaming service, Disney Plus. It was originally $7.99 a month ad-free. Now it's $7.99 a month for their ad-supported version, $11.99 a month for ad-free version, which is now being raised to $13.99 a month. They they keep raising the price because they're not bringing in the money that they used to. They're not bringing in the money that they expected to. And the reason for this is twofold. Number one, because Disney has gone for quantity over quality. They're not producing this same level of quality that they used to. And in all honesty, they've damaged their brands with this. If we look at Star Wars as an example, since they purchased the franchise, that brand has received a lot of damage. It doesn't have the same level of punch that it does as it used to. Same thing goes for Marvel with the superhero fatigue. They've made so much Marvel content that in all honesty, people don't care as much about Marvel as they used to. Your average consumer doesn't care about going to see the Marvels this fall as they cared about going to see Infinity War, Endgame, and even all of the Disney Plus series. For the most part, they haven't been all that good. So the reason why the media landscape isn't that good anymore is because these companies are so risk averse. They're not willing to spend money on new ideas, and they just want to keep rehashing old ideas because they know that these IPs will bring them in the most money. They know that fans will go out no matter how good or bad the new Transformer film is that Paramount puts out. They know fans will go to see it. No matter how good or bad the new Star Wars is, they know people are going to show up to the box office. I could go on and on and on with all of these different properties, all of these different franchises that are very popular, and unfortunately that's just the way the industry is right now. I don't necessarily know how that's going to change because unfortunately the people who are involved, I don't know if they realize that they're the reason why the industry is the way it is right now. I mean, we've seen Bob Iger say that what Disney needs to do going forward is go for quality over quantity, which I think is a good thing. Yes, make better shows and make less of them as opposed to just throwing as many ideas out there as you can while rushing everything out there, making the quality go down. Yes, quality over quantity is always important, but at the same time, he's also been on the record saying that he thinks that the budget of these shows, the budget of these movies needs to go down. He wants these shows to be cheaper to produce for them, which is that really going to help it become a better series? Is lowering the budget going to help you make the best product that you possibly can? I don't think so. Lowering the budget is not going to draw more people to go see your film or to go see your show. What it's going to do is lower the cost for you, again, lowering the risk that you ensue. All in all, the industry isn't in a great spot right now. Obviously, the writers are on strike, the actors are on strike. Who knows what happens with the animation industry going forward? We've seen a lot of unemployment in the animation industry. A lot of these creators, a lot of these producers, these animators are not being hired the way they used to because we could just look at Cartoon Network as an example. I mean, look at the amount of new series that are premiering on the channel. Look at the amount of content that's been announced for it. There's not all that much. I honestly don't know how the industry gets better from here. I don't know how they fix it. I know that Disney is looking to sell off some of their assets to try to gain some money back. There's speculation of a sale of Disney to Apple, which there's been speculation of that for years. Does that mean Warner Brothers Discovery is going to be bought by Comcast? Is that how they're going to get out of their financial troubles? Who knows? But right now, the industry is not looking all that great. And despite this being a great year for movies and film, how much has really come out on TV? How many good new series have come out? Yeah, we had Unicorn Wars Eternal. Yeah, we had My Adventures with Superman, but that isn't a lot. And in all honesty, I did enjoy Unicorn Wars Eternal. I thought it was a good series, but I don't think it's the greatest show we've ever seen. I think it's great for today's media standards, but today's media standards aren't the same as what they used to be. Anyways, let me know in the comment section below what you guys think about all this. What do you guys think about the media industry as a whole and everything we discussed in this video, whether it be the risk aversion of these companies or the financial situations that they're in? If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to see more content like this from DC Network. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.